261.
तानि सर्वाणि संयम्य युक्त आसीत मत्परः वशे हि यस्येन्द्रियाणि तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता
261.1. The meaning of the words of the shloka. Tani, them. Sarvani, all. Samyamya, having restrained well. Yuktaha, integrated, that is within. Asita, one should sit. Matparaha, taking me as the ultimate. Vashe, under control. He, indeed. Yasyendriyani, that is yasya plus indriyani. Yasya, whose. Indriyani, senses. Tasya, his. Prajna, wisdom. Pratisthita, is steadfast. 261.2. The meaning of the shloka. Restraining well all of them, one should remain integrated within, taking me as the ultimate. His wisdom is steadfast indeed, whose senses are under control. 261.3. Bhashya.
तानि सर्वाणि संयम्य संयमनं वशीकरणं कृत्वा युक्तः समाहितः सन् आसीत मत्परः अहं वासुदेवः सर्वप्रत्यगात्मा परो यस्य स मत्परो न अन्यः अहं तस्मात् इति आसीत इत्यर्थः। एवम् आसीनस्य यतेः वशे हि यस्य इन्द्रियाणि वर्तन्ते अभ्यासबलात् तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता।
Translation. Bringing all of them, that is the senses, under his complete control, one should stay integrating his entire faculty with the One Supreme. Matpara is the one who realizes that the indweller of all is the ultimate, that I am that Vasudeva and not different from him. By dint of practice, the senses of such a person are completely under his control, and the wisdom of such a person is steadfast. 261.4. Explanation. The senses are the horses that pull the chariot, our body. If each horse pulls in its own direction, disaster will be the result. Therefore, in our life's journey, the senses have to be in our control. Then only we can go where we want. The way of controlling the senses is not by suppressing them. A suppressed desire would emerge with redoubled energy. They can only be restrained by discrimination, and discrimination can only be attained by practice. We have to think of the real nature of the objects the senses run after. How the same objects made us happy at one time and passed us by at another. How the feeling of happiness or lack of it is a function of the mind and not really of the sense objects. The mind is the key, and if that is controlled, the senses would fall in line. 261.5. By controlling the mind and all the sense organs, one becomes a yukta. He is one who has integrated his entire faculty within. Because of that, he is perpetually in a state of peace. Without wandering here and there, all his internal and external instruments are resting within himself. Such a seeker is advised to be a matpara. The Acharya explains that the one with firm conviction, I, Vasudeva, the indweller of all beings, am the Supreme, is a matpara. Vasudeva is Deva, who shines within, Vasu everywhere and in all beings. Here the teacher is Vasudeva. The words I and me are used in many places in Gita to signify Sri Krishna, the teacher, Ishvara, the controller of everything, Brahman, the ultimate truth, and Pratyagatma, the indwelling self. Here the words Asita Matparaha are used to instruct the seeker to contemplate on the unity of self, shining as myself, God, and in all beings. In the final analysis, I am not different from the ultimate principle. 261.6. After giving such instructions, Bhagavan concludes saying, the one who has controlled the senses completely is a Sthita Prajna. This repetition is to inspire Arjuna to do constant practice and to show the importance of controlling the senses. 261.7 Bhashya.
अथ इदानीं पराभविष्यतः सर्वानर्थमूलम् इदम् उच्यते.
Translation. After this, in the next 2 shlokas, it is stated that the subjugation by the senses will bring in all kinds of misery.